Good afternoon, Dukes and Duchesses of Dirtumberland. Today is going to be my review of the Hammerhead Karoo. The Hammerhead Karoo is a GPS bike computer that I use on a daily basis. I've been using it now for nearly 2 years, so it's going to be a fairly long-term review of this. So let's go ahead and switch it on. So the power button is just located on the side here. You'll see that the Hammerhead has buttons on either side. These have various functions. It's a standard 3/4 turn Garmin style mount on the back there. You can replace this, and there's a micro USB charger at the bottom. As you can tell, my Hammerhead has seen a lot of action. It's quite battered and bruised, the shell on this, but it's still going strong. So power button, we'll go ahead and turn it on. There we go. So like I say, as you can see, my Hammerhead's seen a lot of action. It's been in crashes and bashes, but this is a completely waterproof unit, a shockproof unit. Even though the USB at the bottom there is open, it's completely watertight. So it doesn't matter how much rain, mud, snow, crap or anything like that, it'll just keep on going. Charges up no problem. Takes around about 4 to 5 hours to get a full charge. Battery life on this is phenomenal. I've done 12-hour plus rides and still had 25-30% of battery life left in there. I'm still watching the little Karoo animation screen load up. There we go. So this is the main function screen. You've got activities, routes, profiles and ride. The ride button is this main button in the middle. It's all touch screen, but you can use the buttons on the side as well to go up and down through the menus. So if we go into settings, you've got all your normal settings. It's integrated with Strava. You can set up your rider profile in there, your date of birth, your weight. We'll not hang around on that. You can add in your bikes here with different odometers for each bike, so you can put in what the distance that you've ridden that bike is, so you can keep a track of how many miles you've got on the bikes. Get back out of that. Different training zones, offline map sections, which is really important. The Hammerhead Karoo maps are just absolutely phenomenal. This has an 8.6 gigabyte of data that you can store in here. Europe as a whole would take up 53 gigabytes, but you wouldn't do that. You would just go into Europe, pick your country, so let's say Ireland, 361 megabytes. Jobs are good. So if we come out of that, all your different sensors, you can add in Ant Plus, Bluetooth, built-in GPS automatically on there. I don't use any sensors, so I can't say what the sensors are like on this. I'm afraid I can't say if Bluetooth's great or Ant Plus is great, because I don't ride to power, I don't ride with a heart rate monitor, I don't have cadence sensors. I spin and I spin. If I'm working hard, I'm working hard. I know about it from my body. So if we go back, you've got Bluetooth audio. Now the key thing with the Hammerhead Karoo is there's no audio chip built into this. So there's no noises, there's no beeps, nothing. This is a completely silent unit. But if with Bluetooth audio, you can switch that on and you will get sound through this. So if you're using Spotify to play music, if you're looking for turn-by-turn directions, all of those can be done through the Bluetooth audio. All your normal device allocations in here. You can change your unit system from miles to imperial, to miles to kilometers, and your system update. This is the great thing about the Karoo. It updates on a weekly basis, sometimes once a month, but there are regular updates always coming through, which are great. So let's get to the meat of it. If we go to start a ride, you click on that. You can choose your profile. So we've got different profiles here. You've got default, you've got commute. This is my Marky Mark's Muddy Monday Meander profile, and then the Dirty Reaver, which is a regular gravel race that I do every year. But if we go on for commute for now, if you want to change that in any way, you would come out of this and go to your profiles and give it a second to go up, and then commute. And then there's all the different data screens that you can add. So on your main screen you can change the layout on there. So if we go to edit, here's all the different options on there. You can add, take things away. If you want to move things around, you just literally drag or drop. You can move things all over the place. So let's say we want to put a current gradient at the bottom. swap that with temperature. There we go. So all of these you can shift around and have them whichever way you want them laid out. It's brilliant, really smooth, really intuitive and completely customizable, which I absolutely love. So come back out of here. On your map screen you can have different views of what you've got left on here, so you can change. I've got distance to destination and my ETA shown on here, but you can add extra things on if you want, as you've got 2 pluses here. Elevation, so we have a plot layout for the elevations. If we go to edit, this shows your upcoming elevation. This is an absolute godsend. So if I'm doing a ride where there are lots of hills, I'm not the world's greatest climber, but I'll use this to know how much further I've got left on a climb. And you see the little tracker there on the left going up, that's showing where you are on the climb at all times. It's a godsend. So come out of that, and then speed, you can have an average speed, and this is a color coded box, and you'll see it'll come up red if you're below your average speed, green if you're above it, as you can see there. So it's a really handy little gizmo if you're riding to average speed, which is something I do a lot. So a lot of long distance events I do, I'll aim for an average speed and I'll try and keep at that, and it's really useful having that there to be able to keep an eye on my average speed during that event. So let's click ride. You can change, like I say, you can change your profile, you can change your bike. So if you're riding different bikes, you can change that very quickly and easily in there. So let's say I'm going to ride Kiki today. We're going to commute to work. Let's go for a route. So here's all routes that I've already uploaded using the Hammerhead Karoo app, which is on their website. Really easy, really intuitive. You can drag in routes from Strava, you can drag in routes from Komoot, from loads of different places, and it will automatically put them onto the Hammerhead for you as soon as you connect to Wi-Fi. So W to H is, or H to W is home to work. I'm at home at the moment, so if we click on that, click view ride, this is now going to load up the ride. You'll get a prompt at the top here to start the ride. So it won't automatically start the ride, you need to press the button on the side here to click start, and boom, the play button should come up. It says didn't press it hard enough. There we go. And we're off. So GPS signal acquired really quickly, no messing about. There's my main screen, average speed, normal speed, distance, ride time, time of day, temperature, current gradient, time till dusk, all the sort of things I like to know. Here's the route maps. This is where it gets funky. So as you can see, you can zoom in and out, and you actually get chevrons on these route maps. So this is actually showing you which direction you need to go in. Okay, you can lock the screen, you can change that, you can move the map about, you can lock it. There's so much you can do. So if let's say you're lost in the middle of somewhere and you know where there's a town nearby but you want to get to it, you can zoom right out, shift the map around, there you go, you can get it all. It's brilliant, absolutely love this system. You can zoom in. Now again, you can use the buttons on the side for this as well. So if you're wearing thick gloves, you can't get a signal for your gloves, there are physical buttons there so you can do all that, no problem. So next screen, like I say, upcoming elevation. This is my favourite thing on this. So you can see I've got a short climb up away from my house. Shows the distance here, so in about 3 kilometres I'm going to be at the top of that climb and starting to make my way back down again. And then the average speed. We're not moving at the moment, so nothing's showing there, but that would be a solid number with a solid colour in there. And then back again, and you can swipe either way through this. And again, if you want to use the physical buttons, you can use physical buttons to get through it. It's really is that easy. To finish the ride, you press the button on the side and literally pause, save, edit, add cues. So if you want to cues for turning, there you go. You've got a great big bar at the bottom, so you can have cues as to when you need to turn left, when you need to turn next. Well, that is a turn left, but in 214 metres I'd be turning into Bavington Gardens. Just love this system, really great. Nice big clear instructions. Cues will disappear between turns, so you don't need them on there all the time. If we go save ride, and there you go, you can then edit the name of your ride. So if we click on that, edit bike, we can change what bike we're on. So if we weren't on the Kiki, We went on Ronnie, we can change that very easily, and we can edit the name of the ride just by typing in, let's put test. Okay, and it's as simple as that. You close that, and then here, if you see, we automatically get a Strava upload. You can type in a description, you can type in the type of ride that it was. I'll check this one as private, and then click upload, and bang, as soon as you connect to Wi-Fi, that'll automatically connect your ride up to Strava. It really is that simple, really nice intuitive system. The only thing, if I've got to say, if I've got to be critical about this, is the size of the unit. It is quite a big beast, but it's dealt with everything that I've thrown at it. It's dealt with all sorts of different terrains, all sorts of different weathers, snow, rain, thick mud, everything. Keeps going strong. It's a great device. Can't recommend it highly enough. So there you go, that's the review of my Hammerhead Karoo, and hopefully that'll help you make a decision on whether you go for a Karoo or not. Like I say, I've had little to no issues with it. It's great, does everything I want it to do, ticks all my boxes, so get out there and get one now.